The ancient Greeks created the first artificial intelligence. Well, not exactly. They did, however, have some pretty interesting thoughts about it. In this video, we're going to take a look at what the ancient Greeks thought about AI intelligence. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel where we explore the history of artificial intelligence. In today's episode, we'll be discussing what the ancient Greeks thought about AI intelligence. Ancient Greek artificial life. Ancient Greek mythology is full of stories about gods and goddesses who take on human form and interact with mortals. One of the most famous of these stories is the myth of Talos. According to the myth, Talos was a giant automaton created by the god Hephaestus to guard the island of Crete. He was made of bronze and was said to be so strong that he could encircle the entire island in a single stride. The myth also says that Talos had a heart of gold and that he would weep tears of gold whenever he saw someone in pain. There are several other myths about Hephaestus automata, including the story of Pandora, the first woman, and the story of Daedalus and Icarus. Greek myths about machines. There are many other Greek myths about machines, such as the story of Galen, who was created by Hephaestus to be a companion for the hero Perseus. But perhaps the most famous example of artificial intelligence in Greek mythology is the story of Talos. A brief history of artificial intelligence. As we've seen, the idea of artificial intelligence has been around for centuries. From the ancient Greek myths to the modern-day robots, humans have always been fascinated with the idea of creating machines that can think and act like humans. Artificial robots. Now let's talk about ancient robots. You may be surprised to learn that Greek mythology is actually one of the earliest known sources of stories about robots. In fact, the word robot itself is derived from the ancient Greek word ergotismos, which means forced labor. This is fitting considering that many of the robots in Greek mythology are depicted as servants or slaves. For example, in the myth of Frankenstein, the monster is often referred to as a robot servant. Similarly, in the myth of Pygmalion, the sculptor creates a robot servant named Galen to help him with his work. These examples demonstrate how the ancient Greeks were already thinking about the potential applications of artificial intelligence even in the earliest days of civilization. Furthermore, the concept of artificial intelligence is also evident in the Greek myth of Talos, who was an artificial man created by Hephaestus to guard the island of Crete. Talos was said to be made out of bronze and was animated by Hephaestus using magic. He was able to walk, talk, and even feel emotions, but he was ultimately destroyed when the hero Theseus arrived on the island. The story of Talos is particularly fascinating because it shows that the ancient Greeks were already contemplating the possibility of creating artificial life forms that could mimic human behavior. Overall, the ancient Greeks had a complex relationship with artificial intelligence and its potential impact on society. On the one hand, they saw the potential benefits of creating machines that could help humans with tasks both great and small. On the other hand, they were also aware of the potential dangers of creating artificial intelligence that could become too powerful or too independent. This tension between the potential benefits and dangers of artificial intelligence is still evident in our own relationship with technology today. What do you think? What were the ancient Greeks thinking about AI intelligence? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Aristotle on technology. In his book Politics, Aristotle wrote, "The state should be cautious of the charge of creating too much luxury at home, of being too productive in the fine arts, and generally of allowing the citizens to enjoy all the advantages of wealth." In this quote, Aristotle is warning against the dangers of technological advancement and the pursuit of luxury. He believed that a society that focused too much on material wealth and luxury goods would become corrupt and unstable. Aristotle was also concerned about the potential for new technologies to create social inequality. He believed that those who controlled the means of production would become wealthy and powerful, while those who did not have access to these resources would become poor and powerless. This concern is still relevant today as we continue to grapple with the impact of automation and artificial intelligence on the workforce. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you have a topic you'd like to see covered in a future video, be sure to leave it in the comments below. We'll see you next time.